to Cyber News. Today's topic is the relation between globalization and communication. What is this phenomenon and if this benefit or affect us? Our reporters were looking for some information that I'm sure you will be very interesting to understand this topic. Now, Maria Jose is ready to talk us about a little bit about what globalization is, and she is in the other side of the studio. So, hello Maria Jose, we hear you.
You cannot talk about globalization without thinking about communication and vice versa. While it is true that globalization is being advanced rapidly thanks to media in action, this media would not be known worldwide if it were globalization phenomenon. The concept of globalization is basically a process that humanity is going through, the worldwide movement towards economic, financial, trade, and communication integration. Globalization implies the opening a local and nationalist perspectives to a vertical outlook of an interconnected and independent world with free transfer capital goods and service across national frontiers. Communication is the basic tool of the humans to express their emotions, opinions, make their ideas, feelings, etc. practically inform they want to need. The method of communication have varied throughout the history. Before, smoke signals were used to let another know where they were located, while now the cell phones fulfill the same and other functions. Before, there was no entertainment like television, and no people cannot live off the internet. The internet has an essential role in the daily of the man. The media have a permanent influence in society, modifying their ways of life, their choice, their customs, consumption, and opinion of public. No doubt are an effective tool that allows us to keep communication in with social, economic, and special events, both international and national, have quickly incorporated into your society. It's increasing is important. The way people act and think. They manage to transform the way people learn and understand the reality surrounds them. But the advantage that gives mass media can become serious inconvenience if used correctly. At the present, this problem concerns the vast majority of population. Since they are used to manipulate society like content, do not deliver issues and relevance in social, economic, and political. Communication between nations is being transformed in ways unthinkable a generation ago, as the pace of this revolution increases to thus to need to address the impact of this process on culture and society. Communication skill development has always been an important factor in success of business, but the influence of globalization and cross-cultural interaction in recent decades has impacted types of communication skill in dramatic ways. No longer can entrepreneurs afford to simply communicate well within their own homogeneous culture. Today, people need to understand and acknowledge the dynamic, longer-distance collaboration, the impact of cultural manner of speaking and body language, and how to use the technology to communicate with people on other side of the globe. Understanding the impact of globalization on each this factor can help you to select the most useful communication skill developments yourself and your employees.
Thank you, Majo. It's amazing how near we can feel for other countries that are in the other side of the world these days. My grandpa can't believe it yet. Now, let's go to a commercial, and when we're back, Karen will tell us a little more about this topic. Remember, this is Cyber News, and today we are talking about the relation between globalization and communication.
Come on, love, a new day is calling and it feels so right.
With ingredients like roasted hazelnuts, skim milk, and cocoa, there's a whole lot of happy in every jar of Nutella. Spread the happy.
We're back in Cyber News, and how I told you before, Karen is ready to share with us a little more about this topic. Is your time, Karen?
Communication skill development has always been an important factor of social in business, but the influence of globalization and cross-cultural interaction in recent decades has impacted the types of communication skill need in dramatic ways. No longer can entrepreneurs afford to simplify communication while within their own homogeneous culture. Today, people need to understand the dynamics and long-distance collaboration and the impact of the culture on manners of speaking of body language, and it's easy to communicate with people in the other side of the globe. And one of the newest ways to communicate is virtual interaction. And the globalization has introduced virtual communication and collaboration as a major part of workplace dynamic. Modern entrepreneurs need to understand the strengths and limitations of different communication media and how to use each type of media um, to maximize the effect. For example, communication via email to these team members requires certain etiquette and news not necessarily required to face, like Skype. Holding virtual medias requires a similar approach, and like the other people understand what are you saying and what you make them know. And one of the biggest problems of the new way of communicating is the time difference. The advent of global communication introduced another new dynamic to communication skill. They need to communicate and share information with people across the world. When people collaborate with others on the other side of the globe, the entrepreneurs are usually at home, sleep, and tired when the other part are working. Today's communication skill development programs should address the needs of overcoming this challenge by teaching people to understand the information in the local times. In a global environment, the ability to communicate in a way effective could be a challenge. Even when both parties speak the same language, can be still on misunderstanding due to ethnic and cultural difference.
Thank you, Karen. Let's go to a short commercial, and when we're back, I'm going to tell you what's my point of view about this situation.
Wait. There's something I want to tell you. Minus two.
Even I have something to tell you.
Huh?
Lasting relationships are based on transparency, like what Geojit BNB Paribas shares with 4.5 lakh customers. Benefit from transparency.
We're back again to your home, Cyber News. As you know, this program we were talking about the phenomenon of the relation between the globalization and the communication. Majo already introduced us a little about that and what they are. And Karen tell us about how they influence. Now, as I see in my area of business, communication is vital for business to effectively explain how their products and services differ from their competitors. Companies that are successfully able to communicate cross-culturally have a competitive advantage because they can devote more time and resources to conduct the business and less time on internal or external communication issues. Nowadays, do business are easier thanks to globalization. You can contact with a new supplier from your home or make new partnerships between companies from other parts of the world, for example. To conclude this program, I'm going to read you what the U.S. Ambassador to the Republic of Korea, Kathleen Stephens, said. When countries are able to exchange ideas and communicate in an open society, everyone benefits. We must use our shared interests and values to complement and transform each other's growth. Well, with this we finish is everything for today. Thank you for watching us, and we have a day next week to talk about the new President of the United States. This was Cyber News. Have a nice week.